A really quick video request from Martino Cruz. Hey Kyle, how are you? Next video request. Can you please talk about your thoughts on credit and debit cards in general? Also, what will credit cards and other types of currency payment look like in the future, 50 to 100 years? Thanks. Okay. Yeah, in 50 to 100. Okay. Well, credit and debit cards, they're being used all fucked up right now because they have 23%. I was paying 23% on a credit card for a bunch of years till my friend bailed me out. And then I was paying 19% on another one, and then last year I was doing like 12. You know, it's all these percents. Back in the day, back in Roman, they capped it off at 4%, and it was usually even less than that. Like, so the current, 1/4%, that's straight up extortionary. Back in the days, extortionary was considered 8% or something like that. So we're in historic times right now as far as that. I think part of the problem came around because there weren't enough regulations, and so people could have really high. They could loan credit cards to any and everybody. Maybe because too many people were paying, and so they thought people would pay, and they just pushed the envelope on it. People didn't pay. So then they put the percentages up to make normal people pay for it, so they can still make money on it to make up for the people who don't pay. And and then it just, but it mainly goes out of control because of lack of regulation, because the big business people are in control of our politics. So what will credit cards and other types of payment be in 50 to 100 years? We'll have credit cards, but I think as time goes on, we're going to get more and more socialistic, communistic. We've already started last year with Obamacare. Then it's going to go into more extensive Obamacare, and then I think the government will take over the banking system. We'll get more and more regulated, but then it'll take over because industries get more and more kind of set in their ways and just be like another fixture of society. That's when they they're taken over by the government, because it's easy enough to manage it, and it's and you can keep it fair that way and not have somebody ripping people off to make money. So eventually, I think definitely within 100 years, probably 50 years, credit and debit cards will go into the hands of the government as well. And by then, the interest rate will only be enough, and people will be responsible enough too. People are getting smarter. That it will be only like 2% interest, and you for like a house and stuff like that. So, and other types of payment, like the Mark of the Beast thing, I think people who opt for it should be able to get it, and I think they will. And after people see that few people, whose lives are a lot easier when they don't have to be looking for their wallet all the time, then they'll get them installed, and then people get less and less freaked out about the government taking over everybody. And I think within 50, 100 years, we're all going to have our Mark of the Beast. We'll all have everything in our hand. We could walk around butt naked, or we'll walk around in like silk robes with no pockets because we have everything in a tiny little chip embedded in our bodies. So I think that's enough. Okay, peace out.